know the Pittsburgh Steelers play on Saturday this week, 4:25 kickoff. Steelers, Indianapolis Colts, huge game when it comes to implications to the playoffs. And after that conversation, if you're still thinking playoffs, well, good for you. I'm glad that you're a very optimistic, positive human being. Steven, we'll start with you here. The Steelers, they might be out Isaac Seumalo. He's questionable with the shoulder injury. How massive of a loss is this for this team? Can they overcome it with Nate Herbig? And, you look at their injuries as a whole this week, Najee Harris, Landon Roberts, Deontay Johnson, TJ, and Alex Highsmith. To walk away with just Isaac Seumalo, is that a win to some degree?
Yeah, to a certain degree. And I think, of all those losses, I think Seumalo is probably the one that's most replaceable. It's not ideal. Certainly, like Seumalo, I think especially in the run game, is a huge upgrade, a pretty big upgrade over Nate Herbig. But Nate Herbig can play. Like, he's a competent. He's a starting caliber guard, I think, in the NFL. So I really don't, walk into this game any less confident than I was if Seumalo was playing. You'd like to have him, but I'm pretty confident that they can replace him capably. And it's got to be the whole offense working together and doing things well. It's not just on Seumalo, and it's kind of a luxury to have a backup like Nate Herbig, kind of a super swing guy who can play a couple different positions, and sliding him in at guard doesn't really shake my confidence at all in their ability to. I'm not any less confident. I'll put it that way.
I was going to say ability to do what? What are their abilities to do in? Nick, Seumalo might be out. You worried at all, or you agree with Steven here?
I'm not so worried because I think the Colts are one of the worst rushing defenses in the league. They currently rank 27th in rushing EPA, and nice. that is pretty damn abysmal. They got absolutely torched by Derrick Henry and Tajay Spears 2 weeks ago. Then they get torched by Joe Mixon and Chase Brown. I'm sorry, this is just prime like Jalen Warren, Najee Harris type territory where they could just tote the rock. Like, I'm sorry, that's the Steelers tradition, man, is running the damn football. And call me old school, but when a team is that bad against the run, sign me the hell up for some smash mouth football. And I think Nate Herbig is one of those guys who's at least a people mover in the ground game, and that's encouraging. Now, obviously, I have my thoughts on the offensive line of this year, and maybe they could have tried different combinations, but let's keep pounding our head into a brick wall. It'll be fine. But no, just run the football. That's the key to success. It's just that simple.
Run the football. Isaac Seumalo doesn't worry. Luckily, that's Nate Herbig's specialty, and he's a big dude. But he did joke with Steven last week that every time he enters his game, they lose. So take that as you will if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers fans.